Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening to everybody, and today is the 10th day of Ramzan, and only I think 30 minutes are left for Iftari here in Pakistan, Peshawar. I'm going to upload this video for the information of my stammerer brothers and sisters who are facing this crucial moment. It's a difficult moment. I always remember my days through which I was crossing. Always it was creating really embarrassing situation for me while speaking, while presenting my aim, my perspectives and my point and my agenda in front of someone who is an officer, who is my boss, who is my mother and my father, my friends and whatsoever. But the thing is very difficult for a stammerer. Without doing any criminal activities, without doing any bad kind of act, without doing any hatred kind of action, the stammerer will always feel embarrassing situation, and the people will make fun of him, and the person will feel very disappointment anywhere. So this video will be very helpful for those people, but it's compulsory to watch the entire video from beginning to the end. As I have already mentioned all the show causes and the fundamental reason of stammering, from where it's going to be started, like etc. And today we are going to elaborate some exercise which I have found in my life very fruitful, very useful to fix the stammering, to completely remove the stammering. First of all, recitation of Holy Quran. Recitation of Holy Quran. I have already put light and elaborated many aspects of stammering in my previous videos, but today I am going to tell you the very surprising kind of exercise which I have found very fruitful and very useful and very helpful to remove my stammering. It was recitation of Holy Quran, and when I started to recite the Holy Quran with the full tajweed, with full proper legitimate pronunciation, like Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It's the full pronunciation, and the people are reciting Quran Sharif without keeping in view all that tajweed and its meaning and etc. whatsoever. But when I started to recite the Holy Quran with full tajweed, then I started to see a very beautiful result of this recitation with tajweed while removing of this bad habit of stammering. Actually, once again I'm going to tell you for your information that every action, every deed, every job, every profession, every skill in the world is required proper exercise, homework, training and practice. Without the exercise, without the practice, without the homework, nothing could easily be possible. If you would like to be a good cricketer, then definitely you have to do a lot of homeworks in the background. You must do that. Without doing practice and exercise and training, you will never be able to play a very good cricket. Just like to be a footballer, you need to do a lot of homework. You need to learn the fast running, and you need to learn many more techniques and skill for the football to become a footballer. For example, if you are not doing any kind of practices and exercise for the whole year, and you are going to jump into the ground for a tournament, And will you be able to show some good performance to the speculator? Never, never. You need to do a lot of homework to be a good doctor, to be a good engineer, to be a good professor, to be a good politician, to be a good speaker. There must be a proper practice and homework in the background, and then you will have some proper skills in the requisite profession. Just like this, the speaking is also the speaking comes through a regular and proper practice. And secondly, it's a complete learning process. A person will learn to speak, otherwise it will not be possible. When the people in the age of maybe mostly we have seen 5th to 10th, the children at home are going to be under pressure of someone, maybe one of his parent, like his mother, his father, his elder brother, any other relative in the society, in the village, or he will have fear and very extreme kind of depression from his teacher in school. So the child and the baby will come under a deep underestimation of someone, and he will not have the courage to speak in front of those people. Just like this, his exercise for which we have already spoken will be affected, unlikely affected. When a person is not speaking much like the other people who are not stammerer, so it means his exercises are going to be affecting properly, because there are 4 major symptoms in the human body which are very close relation, which are linked to the speaking process. The most important thing for speaking is tongue. This is very important. You can say symptom in the human body. It's an organ. It's very important. And the second is the frontal lobe. This frontal lobe, and also the entire area of this paranasal sinuses. There are so many small blood cells which are going to be activating swiftly during the process of speaking. And according to the medical science and a report which I was reading published in the website of British Stammering Association, it was mentioned there that when a person is going to speak some words, the speech is properly going to be processing here in the frontal lobe, and when a person is going to be deprived from the requisite exercise and practice, then the area of this frontal lobe and the entire area of paranasal sinuses is going to be jammed. It's going to be deactivated. Just like this, the flow of blood toward the other area of the brain and the reduction and the flow of blood is going to be break here, is going to be broken here, is going to be stopped here, due to which the speaking of a person is unlikely to be prolonged, or it's going to be incomplete in somewhere and creates stuttering and stammering, haklapan in Urdu. So we were actually talking about the recitation of Holy Quran, and we have a very important dua of Hazrat Yunus alayhi salatu wasalam, when he was in the abdomen of a big fish, where he was learned this dua, Allahumma rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. And I have found this dua a very wonderful and surprising kind of exercise to remove the stammering. Because when you are going to read or recite this dua, like Allahumma rabbish rahli sadri wa yassirli amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, then each and every part of your entire head, including nose, lips, teeth, eyes, eyebrows, foreface, ear, the brain skull, the paranasal sinuses, every part of this area is going to be reactivating, it's going to be moving, with this dua. It means it's completely exercise, a very beautiful dua. I suggest to all those people who are stammerer should learn this dua, should memorize this dua. Allahumma rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, and then you will find a very best and positive result of this dua in order to remove your stammering. And the second thing, to all those friends of mine who are Muslim, they have already a very good opportunity to read the Holy Quran, but the Holy Quran is required to be recited in a proper, original manner. I mean with tajweed, with tajweed. Without the tajweed, the Quran Majid, I think, will be very difficult to recite. If you will recite the Quran Majid with full pronunciation and tajweed, then definitely the ajr sawab of this recitation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also be very much high.